This is why nice guys finish last.
The perfect man exists?
I don't know yet. I have a man right now that spoils me, but I don't want to date him.
Why not?
He's 5'6". I don't even want to touch him. So yeah, he's just buying me like Cartier, and I'm like, thank you.
Okay, very cool. Do you have any questions for him?
Just a statement. Like, you're such a major green flag that I'm like, I can't.
Yeah, that's okay. Thank you so much for saying that.
I think you're
What?
too much of a green flag that I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna ruin you.
Wait, so you're saying he's too perfect, therefore you're gonna reject him?
Yeah.
Understood.
Makes sense, yeah?
Gonna be your heartbreak. He was like, we should date. And I was like, no. And he's like, we'd be good. And I was like, no. And then I like jokingly told my younger sister who had met him, and she was like, oh, he's so great. He's amazing. He's such a nice guy. And I was like, yeah, that's exactly it. Like, I can't be with a guy that's nice.
I'm Lola, and I think you're just a little bit too normal for me. You like to have a good family, and you like to work on your career a lot. But
Bad to have a job.
no, it's good. But like, for my job, I can't do the whole 9 to 5 schedule to adapt to my partner. So too normal.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, you seem like a very good boy.
Yo, y'all think we be playing when we say women love dudes that treat them like women love chaos. They love instability. They don't want a good guy. They don't want nice. It gives them the ick. They are so entitled. They want fun. They want randomness, spontaneousness, even if it means a dude that will get other guys. They don't want the guy that'll give them a nice, chill, soft life. That's boring. They don't like boring. They like things that change crazy. They like just waking up and not knowing what the day's like. They don't like scheduling. They love everything that's chaotic. That chick said, I want to be your heartbreak. They embrace that evil. These are chicks that learn from videos like this and girls speaking about how men, they just want dudes to, you know, run it up and show them a good time. They're here for a good time, not a long time, living their best life. Those are these chicks. And then they hit 30, 35, and they wonder where all the good men at. What happened? Time just flew. Nobody wants me. I'm alone. No kids. What the hell's going on? I'm a good girl. I learned. Yo, stay away from this treachery. This is disgusting. The chick was like, you seem like a good boy. Like he was a dog. They talk down on these dudes and it's wild, the entitlement. Oh, this is crazy to watch, but be safe out there, fellas. Be safe.
So all the men from my previous post saying that they have found peace by being alone and they're not trying to date because they just want peace. Are you trying to say that we don't bring peace to your life? I have to disagree. I do not think that if a woman that you so desired was available to you, you would choose peace over commitment, sex, good meals with conversation, and things like that. So I'm gonna call your bluff.
Ideally, guys want they want a good woman and they want peace. They want both, right? The idea is that they would have a good woman who brings them peace, right? Not some, trashy, run the mouth, complain, nag, who doesn't bring them peace. Like in that case, they would rather just have the peace, honey.
This is how you do not plan a freaking date.
Wow, with that energy, it sounds like a horror story. I can't wait to hear it.
I am here gonna show you with receipts.
And you brought receipts? This is gonna be so good. I can't wait.
I had been on one date with this man. I think this guy is great. I had such a nice time with him. We had so much fun. We had a lot in common. I could not wait to go on a second date with him.
Ooh, I'm invested. You went out with him, enjoyed it. You told your girlies you were excited to go out with him, couldn't wait to see him again. He must have ruined this.
A week or so later, he finally texts me and is like, hey, are you free Sunday for brunch? I'm like, yeah, great.
Hey, good for you. You were excited to go out with him again, and now you've got plans to do brunch on Sunday. Like, what could have gone wrong?
That Saturday night, he sends me this text, are you still up for brunch?
Good for him. So he's solidifying the plans that he made with you earlier in the week for brunch on Sunday.
Yes, I'm still up for brunch.
Your energy shifted. You don't seem very happy that he's trying to solidify the plans that he made with you earlier in the week about Sunday. Am I reading this wrong?
I could come your way if you know a good spot.
I like this guy. He's asking if there's a place near you so that you don't have to travel as far, and he's gonna also make sure that you enjoy the food at the place where you're gonna go for brunch. Smooth tactics, man.
Okay, let me do the heavy lifting for you, buddy.
What? Huh?
So I give him a list of these places.
Perfect. Now he knows there is food near you that you like. All right.
He says, oh, the Dutch Eye. Not even sure what that means.
I read that differently. I read, oh, the Dutch, like this place is fire. And if you didn't understand him, why didn't you just say that to him?
So then that morning, I get a text from him. Howdy, how does 2 sound?
Okay, so he's still just trying to solidify the plans that he made with you earlier in the week.
I never heard back from him the night before.
Hold up. What do you mean you didn't hear back from him? The last thing that was texted the night before was him saying, ooh, the Dutch, you're the one showing the receipts. You left him on read.
So what do I say? Oh, when I didn't hear back last night about a reservation or anything concrete, I made plans for this afternoon.
Wait, what? Huh? I'm so confused.
You cannot, for a second date, try and make plans the morning of.
He didn't. Your whole entire story and your receipts show that he didn't try just the morning of. You said he texted earlier in the week, and then on Saturday, he tried to solidify. You left him on read, and so he's texting you Sunday morning. What?
And so what is his response? Okay, cool.
That would have been my response too. Okay, cool.
He, I think, got the point.
He for sure got the point. I don't think you do, though. I love this story.
You missed out is what happened. Sorry.
I think he's good.
I genuinely hate when I'm out on a date.
Social media got some of y'all acting really weird because I know this woman would not say this shit in person. View discretion's advised.
And somebody's like, you guys look cute. No, that's not what you're supposed to say. I'm beautiful. This is my show. Why would we pay attention to him?
I don't get it. I really don't. In the words of the young kids today, I hope this type of love never finds me. Because what? Like, how do you find an issue with that? Just imagine being with somebody as self-centered as this woman is, like, where someone can't even compliment you guys as a couple. And the crazy thing about this kind of mindset is if she does procreate, she's going to push this onto her children. There's a possibility that they are going to now also promote the same. Like, if I could expedite natural selection for some of y'all, I really would. Because we don't need it. We don't need this kind of energy. We don't need this kind of outlook on life, on relationships, period. And it's unfortunate. There is probably a man out there that would still deal with this woman, even with her thinking like this. And this is not to say that men are actively out there looking for this kind of validation. However, he does play a part in the compliment. She said that the two of you look great, which in turn means he looks good with you, you look good with him. Without each other, the compliment doesn't exist. And the reason she's upset is because why are they paying you any mind? Mind you, you're standing right next to her, right? You're probably sitting at the same table possibly. But why are they paying you any mind? They're supposed to only be paying her mind. Like she's the only person there. You're supposed to be invisible, apparently. People apparently just shouldn't have eyes anymore. Which in turn says, while in a relationship with her, you are just a background singer. You're a backup dancer for her. She is the star. She is the main attraction and people come to see her. And ultimately, she's doing you the favor. There should never be a time where you guys are receiving the same amount of praise or acknowledgement while being together. Fellas, whatever you do, man, if you run into a woman like this, don't pay her no mind. Not even for recreational use. It's just no good to you, trust me. Because even if you do go down that road, there's a chance you can slip up. Allow natural selection to run its course. If we do what we're supposed to do, in due time, we won't have to deal with any of this shit. Y'all keep the change.
You for creating a world where men are unaliving themselves higher than ever before. You for creating a world where men are consistently being undermined in society. You where 1 minute now is linked to men. You for creating a society where men are less equal than to any woman. You for creating a society where men are more likely to lose everything in a divorce. You for creating a society where men have less chance of winning their children in a custody battle. You for creating a society where men are more likely to end up homeless, end up in addiction, end up on the streets, end up completely homeless, veterans completely homeless. You keep shouting about equality. Where the is it? There is no equality. You for creating a world where pride is more important than men's mental health. 1 month you couldn't even give them that. So you for what you have created for men in society.
These modern women, I think one of the things that disqualifies them from being in a relationship is not, we talk about delusion, we talk about entitlement, but the boldness to go out there and to be rude, not only rude, but, just absolutely unhinged. Well, this guy spoils me. He's okay with me partying. And, I'm not attracted to him. Okay, we can stop there. We can stop there and say I'm not attracted to him. But then we take it a step further in an interview, because modern women have no shame. And we say, I don't even want him to touch me. I don't want him to even come near me. He's 5'6". Okay. All right. Cool. So when y'all are looking for men to respect y'all, when y'all are looking for men to treat you as a lady and as the prize that you are, right? And then they catch you saying something like this, you don't really sound like a prize, do you? You out here partying and probably bumping and grinding on some dude out there. You don't really look like a prize, do you? Don't look like it. Don't sound like it. Why would a man want that?
Nothing worse than a cute girl that you want to put on mute, right? You know it.
Men, I have a question for you. What do you bring to the table? Yeah. You want to ask girls all the time, well, what do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? Because I'm sure as we all bring a lot more to the table than you do. The amount of men I've dealt with this last year, I hate men. I love arguing with men. I love it so much. It's my favorite pastime because they're all so stupid. The more men I have to deal with, I'm just like, oh my God, you're an idiot. You're a princess. Like, you want to be interviewed. You want us to ask the questions. You don't want to do any work. You want us to travel to see you. You want us to pay for things. Anything else, princess?
She didn't tell me what women bring to the table. So I'm still waiting, honey. Where's the list of what you bring to the table, right? You're mad because you're saying guys bring nothing to the table. Are you dating a bunch of deadbeat guys? Are you giving a bunch of deadbeat guys time? Good guys bring a lot to the table, right?
Women, when they go on the first date, I have to pay $100 to get my nails done.
Oh my God.
Extra $100 to get my toes done. My hair needs to be done. My makeup needs to be done. Like, I'm still paying that much. Like I say, it takes a lot of work to
divide that by the amount of men that you go on the date with, though. You don't buy new makeup and go and get your hair done every time you go on a date.
Yes.
So if a woman is she's going on a date with like 20 men per week, divide 20 by 200, that's like $10.
Well, honestly, men don't give a about your fake nails. Men don't care. That's a woman thing.
Like personal experience, a man literally was like, you don't have your nails done?
Well, he's
yeah, that's so oh my gosh.
Would he still you?
I mean, yeah, but
okay.
Apparently he's gay, so no.
Most, if you were to actually like have a genuine conversation with most men, have clean nails. Don't have like dirt under your nails. By the way, that should be the case for men too. Don't have dirty nails, but like the fake, like show us your nails. Show us your nails.
Lovely.
Men don't give a shit about that.
If you act like a people will treat you like a if you dress like a people will treat you like a if you're out here in these streets sleeping with everybody, you will be in a cycle where you are used and rarely do those women get wifed by a high-earning, masculine, high-value man.
Men say they want a feminine woman. They want a good woman. A good feminine woman is going to be a mirror for all the ways that man lacks in his life. A man that is not emotionally mature, intellectually, mentally, spiritually, that is going to be very confronting for him. Some of the best lessons are learned when you lose that thing that you love the most. A man is get the job done, get the job done, get the job done. There's no feel. It's all do. No one is saying, okay, well, how did you feel about that job? I don't know why, especially black women want a finished product. We want the man that makes $5 million a year, drives the Rolls Royce Cullinan, that has the multi-million-dollar house, that has. Well, this is the thing. If he's already accumulated all of these things, then why is it?
Why does he need you?
Why does he need you?
Women attack men when they're happy.
Women attack men when men are happy? So wait, why do women do that?
Because happiness and power comes together in a man's body, and the power is scary. Happy shows up here. It shows up here, big happy, goes down the arms and high five, smack on the butt, spike the ball. That's a big happy. This is also where you experience power. The power terrifies us, especially if we don't feel connected to you, because we're afraid you'll use it against us. If we feel connected to you, then we're happy you're happy. If we don't, it's scary. And so we have to diminish the power. So we will attack them when they're happy. They come home, they caught a big fish or whatever it was they did. If it wasn't something that I did that gave you that feeling, then that's a problem.
You're more excited to go out with your friends.
That's supposed to make you happy.
Why do you seem so happy to go on a trip with your friends? You don't seem as happy to go on a trip with me.
Yeah.
Yo, this is just the sad reality of dating.
Imagine you start dating a girl when you're 17 and just a few weeks later she moves in with you and you begin living together. After a few years, you decide to propose. She says yes, but then tragedy strikes. Your future wife is diagnosed with cancer. You're a professional Valorant player, one of the most beloved in the entire world, but you decide to walk away at the peak of your career to take care of your woman's health. You start donating your own blood and other things because your genes are compatible. You take care of every expense, medical bills, apartment rent, household costs, and pleasures for both you and your girlfriend. You accompany her every step of the way: chemotherapy, treatments, hospitalizations, recovery. You help your girlfriend build a professional career on streaming and video platforms. Her audience grows exponentially in no time. Meanwhile, you have to push your own channel to the background. And in the end, after doing all this sacrifice, she decides to leave you because she needs to discover herself.
Yo, he literally did everything for her. Literally everything. And this is why we say nice guys finish last. You're not getting nicer than this. Put your career on hold. She gets cancer. Instead of just, bailing, he puts his career on hold to take care of her. Blood matches up, literally like waiting on her hand and foot. He even boosted her career by getting her a channel and putting all his popularity on her so she could make her own bread. He literally did everything right, and she repays him by saying, I need to rediscover myself. Like, you wanted to brink of and I took care of you. I literally stepped away from streaming at the height of my career to take care of you, did everything. Maybe her moving in early was a red flag, but this is how it is. These shorties are ungrateful. She'll never meet a man that will do that for her. Not like this guy. But this is what I'm saying. You be so nice to these chicks and they don't appreciate it. She might say she does, but her actions speak louder. They're over now. She got a popular channel making her own money, and she's back into the world about to be a thoughtopus. And it's sad because, again, this guy is mad nice. He's the epitome of a good dude that would do for his wife, his lady. He proposed to her, good guy, and got completely shitted on, unfortunately. It sucks to see shit like this happen, but we try to tell people, when you're this kind of person, depending on the woman that you're with, you will get completely taken advantage of.
Okay, I'm confused. So I can make a video on a list of things that make men seem feminine, right? Everyone's laughing, joking, gets a good response. But I make a video just flipped on a list of things that make women seem more masculine, and apparently I'm a piece of shit. I have people like this saying they want to call my mom to tell her that I'm a failure. Apparently I'm 14 and need to be taken off the internet. But sweetheart, I ain't even mad though, because we can honestly be friends because we have one thing in common. We both don't know who our dads are. Apparently I'm and hate women now. And I low-key felt like this was gonna happen. This is why I literally uploaded the men being feminine first, so I had something to look back on to be like, hey, men aren't the greatest either, you know what I mean? But whoever took the rage bait, I'm sorry, I guess.
Just know what you're up against when you deal with a lot of these modern women.
I told people before, they're like, oh, you hate all men. I'm like, I've never said that, but if the shoe fits, wear it. I don't give a f. But also, don't you? Haven't you ever spent time with one? They're f***ing awful. Like, have you ever seen a group of guys out, like all straight dudes, and they're all laughing? Have you ever been like, God, I wonder what they're laughing at? No. When they're laughing, I'm going, what the f are they doing? Something bad, probably.
I'm like, they probably just hit a woman.
They're probably high-fiving over a slur.
I wonder if you said, every time I see a bunch of women laughing, I think they're up to no good. They're either cheating, they're on their phone doing something scandalous, they're disrespecting men, they're trying to figure out how to take advantage of men. How do you think that Drew Afwalo and her friends would receive that information? You would be labeled a misogynist, you would be labeled a sexist, all the labels would come out.
I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. I have given him so many chances, and he just keeps screwing it up. You're giving him chances to do what, exactly? To prove himself. I have been so clear and direct in telling him what I need from him. And even when I threaten to leave the relationship if he doesn't get his act together, he always says he's going to change and step up, and then I give him another chance, and then he doesn't do it. Just to be clear, he isn't crossing boundaries like mistreating you or cheating on you. You're threatening to leave the relationship because he isn't meeting your expectations and because he isn't proving himself to be worthy of you. I mean, yeah. Well, it doesn't sound like you're giving him chances. It sounds like you're punishing him with your absence every time he disappoints you when he's not acting in the way that you want or being who you want him to be. Don't get me wrong, it's perfectly fine to leave a relationship because you don't like the way someone's showing up. But make sure you're also auditing and taking accountability for the way you're showing up. Because giving him chances to prove himself says that you already feel like he's not enough. So then why are you in a relationship with someone that you don't value? Why make someone prove themselves to you? I don't know. Maybe I should read the caption.
Ooh, this is good. This is good. What attachment style do we think this is? Loud, disorganized attachment relies on their partner to be very secure, very perfect, and to be consistent with the image that they had of that person from early on in the relationship. And as soon as things start to change, the loud, disorganized person feels very unstable. They actually lose their ability to control themselves, and they try to control the other person and change them by lashing out, criticizing, and threatening to leave the relationship. None of this is healthy, and it doesn't get them what they want. Unfortunately, it ends up scaring people. It ends up making the other person feel fear and like they can't be themselves. They can't be the version of themselves that they know they can be because they're walking on eggshells and like they're being evaluated. A person who does this feels internally like they're not good enough. And if their partner would just do these things and be a certain way, then maybe they would actually be good enough internally. It is only worth salvaging a relationship like this when the loud, disorganized person is willing to work on their behaviors of using threats, emotional manipulation, and attacks to leverage what they want from you. If they're willing to work on those things, then the relationship is salvageable.
You know, I think a lot of these women, you know, it goes back to what I think Diana was talking about. Well, I'm giving him chance after chance. And then when she clarified and she said, so let me make sure I understand this. He's not mistreating you, not doing you wrong. He's not talking to you sideways. What's going on? Oh, well, you know, he's just not meeting my expectations. And there is the issue. That's the heart of the issue right there. Modern women, you know, it's okay to want to be treated a certain way. But modern women will complain about a man not doing what he's supposed to be doing, and the man is treating her with the utmost respect. He's a complete gentleman. He's chivalrous. Yeah, he's all of those things, but I want to be treated like whatever her name was in the Notebook. I want to be treated like that. Like, you know, I want somebody to be completely and totally obsessed with me. I want somebody falling all over, can't live without me. That's the type of that's the type of relationship. That's the type of love. That's the type of spark that I want. What? So you want to walk around in the Disney fairy tale every day. I understand if it's your birthday or, you know, those little moments to where it's just fire and passion and all that stuff. I get it. I understand it. But every day when y'all got kids, when y'all got not even if you don't have kids, when y'all have other things to do, we can't sit up and stare in each other's eyes every day. Come back to reality.
How much money do you make from all this? Can you say?
I'd say 2 to 3K a month.
2 to 3K a month?
Well, last month was good. I think I made like 4K.
That's not that good.
That's good.
That's not good.
Why?
That's actually very not good. I thought you would make more. I thought, I don't know.
I don't know why you're trying to diss me. What's your credit score? Do you know it or no?
No.
You have a debit card or just your dad's?
My dad's.
Makes sense. And how much money does he give you a month?
It's just like unlimited. Yeah.
Unlimited.
I always have access to it.
So we should probably make you pay for all that shit.
Tell me what man goes months and years without sex until they find the right person.
Every man.
Stop the lies.
95% plus of men on this planet.
On the planet.
Have that exact experience. I'm just telling you the truth. Most men on the planet Earth don't have access to pussy.
What about brothels?
They have no money.
Yeah, but they don't have the money. Cost of living, you know. Cost of living. We're not in like some third world country where you could do it for like £10 or £5, bro. Like,
even then they can't afford it.
I'm 30 years old and I couldn't be more uninterested in marriage and dating.
You say that like it's something to be proud of.
I've done so much on my own that I'm genuinely unimpressed by the population of men that we have to date.
I was about to say that's awesome, but if you've done so much on your own, that doesn't equate automatically to personal growth. More likely self-isolation and an inability to work with others in the face of challenges.
I have not met one person that has made my life significantly easier.
Whoa, is that what some of you guys are thinking? That a relationship is meant to make your life significantly easier? Maybe that is the crux of this whole issue that people are dealing with. Relationships are not supposed to make your life significantly easier. There are parts of relationships that make life, oh my God, so worth living. And there are parts of relationships that make being single easier than being in a relationship because it brings up the parts of you that aren't developed. It brings up this exact thing this woman's talking about, the inability to actually work together as a team, to face challenges, to deal with the moments where you disappoint each other. Or should we all just run for the hills and never bother with relationships if they don't make things completely easier? Do some of you guys actually think that?
Because I firmly believe that when you get into a partnership with a man, a woman never benefits.
And now we kind of come full circle here. If she fully believes that you never benefit as a woman getting into a relationship with a man, then of course you think like this. Your own bias would thus make it impossible for you to have a good relationship because you're already walking in thinking, I lose in this situation. So I guess everything she says makes sense for her. I don't buy any of it, that any of it's real or vulnerable or courageous. I think this is just one of the many ways people deflect and hide and avoid the inevitable risks that come with living a full life.
Thing is, for me, I'm hyper independent.
My male audience, please come to the front, I have a question for you because I saw this video and I thought, is she onto something or is this?
Here's a hard pill to swallow for intelligent women. You are not the average male's ideal woman. You are not the majority of men's ideal woman. You are kind of like a muse. You make the man think, you say things that never enter his consciousness on a day-to-day basis. You become an object of study. You are intellectual. You are deep. You are dense. He's sitting there in awe that a woman could surprise him.
Now, I think she might be, because as an intelligent woman, I'd like to think of myself as an intellectual and not just well-educated, because I do think those are two separate things. I've never gotten a negative reaction from men because of my intelligence. I think women that do tend to be more pretentious than anything else, like projecting their intelligence by trying to make it seem like they're a lot smarter than they really are. And that could really throw men off. Or do some men just like being around the stupid girls because it helps them feel smarter? Let me know. I'm curious.
Who's stronger? A female who's been working out for 4 years and competes in bodybuilding?
I compete in bikini bodybuilding with WMBF.
Or an average male with average strength?
My name is Terence. I've been working out for roughly half a year.
How would you grade yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of your strength?
I'll say 5.
5, average. First challenge, just one hand, grip as hard as you can. Okay, let's go. Harder. 35.3. Go. 34.7, that's so close. Second challenge, good girl, bad girl. Or in this case, good girl and bad boy. One of y'all will be closing the thighs and the other one will be opening. Baby, you're not moving. So time's up. Terence wins. Good job. Nice one. Final challenge for the day, 1v1 tug of war. Get nice and stable and go. Go. Until you pass my hand. Go. Hit anything?
No, it's okay. Okay.
Based on the scorecard today, our winner is Terence, 100 ringgit.
Oh, this is the first tug of war game I ever won. Usually I lose the tug of wars in my school.
Okay, shake it off.
Would you rather, if you had a daughter, would you rather her be in the woods with a man or a bear?
A man.
Why would you not rather her be in the woods with a bear?
Is it
because a bear will her and eat her for a fact? That's for a fact.
That's not for a fact.
That is for a fact.
All bears eat, and if you avoid the bear, but like, why is the man in the woods? What is the man doing in the woods?
What is my daughter doing in the woods? What is my daughter doing in the woods?
It's just the whole thing is like, if a man is in the woods and you're in the woods, he probably has ill intentions towards you, whereas a bear is just acting off of instinct. You don't know anything about the guy.
I'd rather this 12,000-pound animal with teeth and claws. I'd rather be in there because you can't just trust all men.
I'd rather be in the woods with a bear than a guy.
There's a small percentage of men that do bad things, but women generalize all men doing bad things. Most men doing bad things when it's really a small percentage. If you get 100 guys in the room, one of those guys might be a creep.
I think y'all too grown to be fumbling good people. The fact that y'all still think that the grass is greener on the other side is crazy. Haven't you went through enough already? Like, haven't you been served the wrong hand when it came to dating? Like, don't you think that you have been through enough already? So why is it when you you finally get you a good person, you're constantly always looking for other options. Other options. There are many, many options, but none of them are good. Take care of what you got going on, because you're over here looking at options when there's people who are ready for the next step, looking at your girl, looking at your man like that woman deserves to be a wife. That man needs a woman to talk life into him. Instead, y'all just sitting here being selfish, fumbling good people.
It is important to disappoint women because the more a woman likes you, the more that she is interested in you, the more she's going to want more of you. Women don't love like men do. A woman's love is more consumptive. A woman in love wants everything. She wants all of your time, all of your attention. And if she could, she would crawl inside of your head so she could know all your thoughts and feelings. You see this kind of reaction in miniature when women get around babies like, "Ooh, you're so cute, I could just eat you up." Yeah, it's like, In as many different ways as possible, a woman in love wants to put you inside of her. So that's consumptive feminine love.
Men are no longer obsessed with women anymore. Do y'all feel that way?
100%.
Why do you think that is?
The reason they not obsessed is because I hate to say it again, and I hate to seem like I'm being judgmental to women when I'm a woman myself, but I feel like social media and there's no mystery. I feel like a lot of things that we as women as a whole that we say that maybe sometimes it's just something that we're just putting on social media, it was just a joke. I feel like guys really be turned off by those things. Like they really judging you by the things.
Avoid quotes, right? Like
yeah, like I feel like they're really judging you like by those things.
They watch from afar.
And also like just feeling like it's this pressure, feeling like they gotta take care of you. I wouldn't want to be obsessed with nobody if I feel like as soon as I walk to them, they're gonna be like, my light bill is due.
The fastest way to lose a good man, it's not cheating. It's becoming his biggest source of stress. He's already fighting the world, work pressure, money, expectations. If home feels like another battlefield, he won't stay long. Men don't leave because someone prettier shows up. They leave when peace disappears. If every conversation is a challenge, every decision is questioned, every moment feels tense, that's not partnership. That's pressure. He doesn't need a competitor. He needs softness where life is hard. Respect where the world doubts him. Loyalty isn't controlled, it's created. So if he's distant, ask yourself, are you his piece or just another problem?
Has the feminist movement completely backfired? Did you know that 70% of women in Australia are forced to work just to make ends meet because a single income no longer sustains a family? Before all this, you could never get women to work, but now they literally have no choice. Have we been blindsided? Feminists promised us freedom of choice, but what have they delivered? They've delivered a failing economy and forced slavery. How on earth did they convince us that we should leave the comfort of our home, abandon our children just for a 9-to-5 job, and then call that empowerment? How does that work?
I mean, you just watch these women and you can see that their mindset is warped. Man, I think there was one woman that was talking about, in the bear versus man conversation, she was like, why would a man be in the woods? And the way she said it with such conviction lets you know that this is a conversation that her and her girls have been having. And that's something that they've been talking about in the reasoning over brunch. Yeah, because that's a bear's natural habitat. What is a man doing in the woods? I don't know, exploring, hiking, being one with nature, camping. You do know that Boy Scouts used to, I don't know if they exist anymore like they used to, but Boy Scouts was a thing. You think they were camping in the middle of a city, or what do you think they were doing? What do you think that they were up to? I mean, in my area, they've turned it into a neighborhood now, but back probably 10, 15 years ago, it was a bunch of woods. And it was a literal camp. And, they would just go in there and they would just camp. It was a part of what they did. I think I was a part of, it wasn't a Boy Scout, but it was kind of Boy Scout adjacent, where you learn how to use certain tools, and you get badges and pins for completing certain tasks and something like that. Yeah, that's why you'd be in the woods. Some people want to live in the woods. There are movies, The Cabin in the Woods. I don't know if that's a horror, so maybe that's not a good example. But you do have people that live in the woods. Nice cabin. You have people that vacation in the woods, away from nature. They have cottages and stuff like that out there for that specific reason. That's why a man would be in the woods. Are you okay, or what are you talking about?
Okay, here's your scenario. So your husband walks in. What is the first thing that he sees, and what is the first thing that you do?
I'm looking good, and I ask him, what are we eating tonight?
You don't have food on the table?
Oh, no, but we're going out to eat.
Wait, you don't have food? You didn't cook? You were home all day. Remember, you're a stay-home wife. He's working for you.
I look good. He looks at me, I look good, and then we go out to eat.
What?
Whatever he wants, because he has money. We can just buy food. What's the problem?
No, wait, you don't actually think like that, do you?
I'm so serious. What's the problem? That's why they have restaurants, right?
Wait, your job is to stay home. He is giving you that privilege, that lifestyle of being at home with no job, and your job is to cook.
He wanted me to stay home, and I said okay. But if I wanted to work, I could work. I can make money too. I just don't because he doesn't want me to.
Okay, so do you spoil him? What gifts do you give him?
He gets me. I keep trying to tell you. I look good.
What do you give him though? Your money, the money that you have. Like, what do you spend
His money is our money. My money is my money.
Stop. So you have a son, right? He doesn't make 100K by the time he's 25.
He better.
That's what
I'm his mom. He's going to make 100K by the time he's 25. I'm his mom.
You're going to tell him that?
I'm going to make sure of it.
So, but if he doesn't make 100K, he's what, like worthless or something?
Absolutely not. He's my son.
But so then someone else's son that you're trying to date doesn't make 100K, so he's worthless.
To me, sure.
Wait, you cannot be a mom. You're not ready.
He will meet someone that will love him. But for me and my ones, I don't want someone who makes under 100K. That's just what it is. So my son would learn that he has to level up if he wants a woman like me.
So you think you deserve like everything and you don't give anything? You deserve it all. You're just Miss Little Perfect. You deserve everything. You don't need to cook. You don't need to clean. You don't need to like take care of his needs. Give it to him whenever he wants.
It's a privilege for my husband to be married to him.
You're not gonna.
That's
give it to
what
him.
he got.
You're not gonna give it to him whenever he wants.
Not whenever he wants. I'll give it to him, but not whenever he wants.
It needs to be whenever he wants.
He got me. I am the prize. I am his beautiful trophy wife, and that's all he ever needed.
No. See, if it were
we can hire cleaners, we can go to the restaurant to eat. We don't need anything else.
Wait, no. If it were me, he can get it whenever.
That's good for you, babes. But are you going on trips?
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
I don't think they thought this one through. Because, frankly, it is not the boast that a lot of them seem to think that it is. Because I have seen several different videos, very similar to this one, made by several different types of women, each indicating that they have, in some cases, spent thousands of dollars on their appearance, whether it be on their makeup, their hair, their nails, or in some cases even their clothing. Thousands of dollars to look a certain way. And if you're going to ask most women why they do such things, it's for themselves. Because if we're going to be very honest, most men don't really care how much a woman spends on her appearance as long as she looks presentable. They don't care if her hair cost $1,500 or if she did it herself. But yet we're supposed to be led to believe that they're not going to be then using men after spending such large amounts of money on themselves? Okay. Excuse me, but what? Everyone, read that very carefully. And the fact that that was actually even a suggestion, in my opinion, is absolutely beyond ridiculous. We may have actually now reached that point, in fact, we drove right past it, of no return when it comes to absolute lunacy. Because please do explain to me, as well as millions of other women who have been female for our entire lives, who have gone through the difficulties of childhood, the struggles of adolescence as girls, and have finally matured into fully grown adult women, have to learn about what it is like being a woman and how to be a woman from someone who is going to be in need of a prostate exam. Please explain to me how an individual such as that is a subject matter expert in that particular department. I'm sure that we're all looking forward to the explanation.
Why are you so sure your husband's not cheating on you? Well, because he's back there running our business and paying our bills while I'm in here with a freshly blown out back recording content before I cook his lunch with 0 complaints. My needs are met. I feel completely safe, protected, and provided for because my husband has consistently shown up and given me queen treatment like I deserve. His needs are met. He has a peaceful home with a woman who takes accountability, controls her emotions, supports, nurtures, and completely adores him like the king that he is. And if we ever feel like there's something lacking in the relationship, we talk about it like adults, come up with a plan, and implement it immediately. I know it's shocking, but we don't hide anything from each other. We openly talk about our urges, our desires, our emotions, our traumas, our insecurities, and our fears, which is why we have such a strong foundation of trust between us. That's how relationships are supposed to be. So if your relationship isn't built like that, then I suggest that you take that and apply it.
I'm going to teach you how to make your pee-pee work good, and it doesn't involve any honey or blue chews. First things first, just like any part of your body, the D is a muscle. Now, this information you would pay for, but I'm going to give it to you for free, so listen up. If you go to the bathroom and you take a piss, I want you to stop your stream every 3 seconds. Pee, then stop the stream. Pee, then stop the stream. Now, you're going to want to do this every single time you take a piss until you get to the point where you can stop the stream without having to pee. You develop the muscle where now you can actually feel it. Now, this is where you're able to do male Kegels. So what you do is every now and again throughout the day, just give it a 3 or 4. I'm doing it as we speak. Just give it 3 or 4 little squeezes and you're good to go. Nobody will ever notice, okay? Now, the next step is training. Now, I recommend just using your imagination while you're beating your because you don't want to delve into corn. But if you do use corn, you're going to start noticing 30-second videos start turning into 3 and 4 minute videos. But what you do is right when you just do everything how you normally do it, but right when you're about to nut, take your hand off, think about spiders, think about your mom with maggots in her face. Think about the most grotesque, disgusting things possible and hold it as hard as you can. Right? This is called edging. Now, this is going to give you a bigger climax, but that's not the purpose of what we're doing here. We're training you to know how to hold it. So then after you digress, might get a little bit soft again, you start going back at it. Continue your video. Do this. If you watch a 10-minute video, do it until the end of the video and then finally release. Do this over and over again every time you touch yourself. Now, there might be a couple of times you can't hold it and you just splooge all over your chest, hot load, right on the pecs. It's okay. It's part of the process. There's no training without suffering. Now, when you get in shape and you bodybuild, it takes a couple of years for you to get to the point that you want to be at, right? So this is not a quick fix, okay? This is something you have to actually want to build. But if you build it, oh boy.
In another reality, I would have been marrying him. Okay, where's this about to go? Or him. Okay, I guess we all have exes. Wait, is she wearing the same outfit? Or him. Okay, we just invited all of our exes to the wedding. Or him. Okay, what is happening? Or him. Wait, is he dressed like the Columbia movie lady? Or even them? No, those are like your daughters. No, come on. But in this reality, he wrote me a poem and directed the film. Isn't that like the third guy? Was he an option or not? And he walked me down the aisle. Okay, so you're not marrying him. He just plays the role of your dad. And they were the best flower girls. Okay, why are they a package? And he co-officiated the ceremony. I'm surprised she didn't get with the main officiant, actually, at this point. And she played the harp. Okay, is she just an honorable mention, though? Because you didn't list her in your, like, potential suitors thing. And he was a bridesmaid. Okay, I call them brides bros personally when I had a dude in my party, but you know what? Pop off, king. And I didn't just marry myself. Wait, is this one of those solo I married myself weddings? Though I did do that. Something else happened that day. Oh God, what? Because it was so unexpected. How could this get more unexpected? And it literally changed everything. I had no idea what a self-wedding would be. That makes 2 of us. My officiants knew how to pray and listen to life and say yes to the moment. We co-created is just what I needed, and my mind could have never imagined comment Mary and I'll send you the, oh my God, no. Is it a course in how to marry yourself? No. The ashwagandha is getting too powerful. What constellation, what Mercury Gatorated to make this happen? Because I want it taken down. And I can't tell if these are like really good friends who are super loyal, who are just like, you know what? It's Lindsay. Just let Lindsay pop off. Or if they're really bad friends who just enable Lindsay or whatever her name is, probably like Sage or Ashtray or something. But you know what? This is a free country. This is the freedom that our forefathers, okay, I don't know if this is what they dreamt of, but this is what they got.
And you have women out here, man. This is what they're doing with their money and their newfound freedom. They're going out there, wasting time, spending money on stupidity. Well, a man has to think about how to support his family. The money, my retirement, all of that stuff that I'm making, I'm trying to figure out how to elevate my family. I'm trying to figure out how to elevate the people around me. And what do we have going on here? We have people sitting outside at some sham wedding. I'm going through a deep transition. I'm going to marry myself and all this other foolishness. It's nonsense. Pure nonsense. These modern women, man, I mean, what are we doing? What are we... You got to believe... You got to believe that the men were like, yeah, you know, she's paying these men. I don't care what you say. This woman is paying these men to be there, is what it is. They got to think that this is stupid. If this is what she wants to do, you know, I guess I'll oblige because she paying the bills. So